absolutely excited to have you guys listen to the conversation I had earlier in the week with the icon, the legend, Brandy. She got a brand new single out at the moment featuring Chance the Rapper called Baby Mama, and we got an album on the way. You'll be hearing that interview real soon. But before we do that, let's salute the icon herself. Let's salute the legend by jumping in the mix with some of Brandy's biggest records. Brandy in the mix, courtesy of DJ Ace, and you'll hear my convo with Brandy straight after this. Go nowhere. DJ Ace, BBC Radio 1 Extra, everything R&B. Now, during the lockdown, we are getting so much new music. I think it's amazing. All the artists are doing their thing to keep us entertained, including the legends, including the icons. And one of the icons put out a song this week, which is absolutely banging. I was like, you know, we got to talk to her. So I am very excited to have on the line Miss Brandy Norwood. Brandy, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm excellent, man. I love the new record.
I'm glad. Thank you so much.
Baby Mama.
Yes.
You have an anthem on your hands.
You think so?
Was that the idea behind it? Did you want an anthem?
You know what? I wanted to do a special song for, you know, my feelings for my daughter, and then for all mothers out there who are just so triumphant in their ways of taking care of their babies and holding it down for their family. And I just thought it would be a great way to come back into the game, you know?
As a DJ, I love those records that, as a DJ, I can watch from the booth and see women singing a guy's face. You know that? And I think you have one of those.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited about it. You know, shout out to Hit Boy and Chance the Rapper who were a part of it. I'm excited about everything that's happening with it. Everybody's, you know, loving it so far, and you stamping it today it's really cool. Thank you.
And you reunited with Hit Boy. What a producer. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah, he is. I've always been a fan of Hit Boy, and we've actually worked together on previous projects. You know, we just never really had that one record to stand out. And I think this was one of the records that I just thought would be great, because when I first heard the beat, the horns, they just sounded so monumental. It felt like a celebration, like I said, triumphant. And it just really matched with what I wanted to speak about in the song, which is, you know, being a mother and holding it down. So it just worked out. And I've always been a fan of his.
We're so looking forward to the new project, because we loved Love Again with Daniel Caesar. So it looks like it's a dope run. Like, what can we look forward to from this new album?
I would have to say this is one of my most personal, authentic albums to date. I just had a really good time just expressing myself through my music and, you know, finding my sound and working with producers that I'd never worked with before that were just open to collaborating with me in a way where I felt like my music was so honest. So I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody.
Can we get into that record right now? Let's do it, man. This is Brandy featuring Daniel Caesar, Love Again. I'm hanging out with Brandy right here on 1 Extra. This is Everything R&B.
Ace. Ostra.
So there you go. That was Brandy and Daniel Caesar with Love Again. And I think today, is a great time for R&B. Was this the driving force for getting back to the game now? Because I think it's in a great space. And I think there's a real hunger for that authentic 90s sound.
I definitely feel like it's a great time. I'm happy that R&B is back. You know, I didn't really plan that this would be the time. It just felt right. And I've been working on the album for a couple of years. And, you know, I just finally got it to a place where I felt, you know, really strong about it, really confident in the music, and I felt like it was so real, and it just so happened to align with how great, you know, R&B is doing right now. So I'm really just, you know, at the right place at the right time.
Is it true that Sarah, your daughter, is on the album as well?
Yes, it's very true.
Oh, wow.
She's a great young singer that's really developing and coming into her own. And I just love her so much. I love her voice. We did a song on the album called High Heels. And it's also an empowering song, just coming into your own and, you know, just not being a shallow person. And I'm just excited for everybody to hear how great of an artist she is.
Her mum being Brandy, there's so much you can teach her. What are some of the things you definitely want to install to her about being an artist in this game?
Well, I think it's really important for her to understand that she is unique in her own way. She doesn't have to compete with anybody. You know, her music is her own expression. And I think if she stays true to that and, you know, just walk in her own light, I think that's super important. And so she's in her own bubble. And I just love that she's confident in her own way of releasing her sound and expressing her sound. And I think it's important because sometimes, you know, when you get into a business like this, you cater to what everyone else wants you to do. And sometimes you don't love it as much when you are catering to everyone else. else. I think it's important for artists to be true within themselves first. And of course, not consider what other people feel, because you want to share and you want to relate and you want people to love your music, but no one's going to love it if you don't.
That's awesome message, man. I'm a study of R&B. I've followed it my whole life, and I listen to a lot of producers, and I've heard multiple people say Brandy is the vocal Bible. Have you heard this compliment before?
I have.
Yeah,
I truly have, and it's one of the sweetest things anyone could ever say about me. You know, in my career and doing music and doing so many songs and working with so many people, I don't think about that. I want a title. I want this. I want to be the greatest, and you don't think about that. You just want to make great music and for people to respect me in that way, and that's really sweet.
I always just want to know, how do you accept that compliment? Because it is a massive thing to hear.
It really is, and when I first heard it, I didn't understand why people were calling me that. It actually sent me into like this panic, because it's like I have to live up to that, and that's a lot of pressure. But at the same time, it made me feel good about how people have, respected my work and have listened to my music and studied my music and just held me in such a great light. So, I don't have a problem with it anymore.
I mean, we're all stuck at home and we've all been trying to find different ways to be entertained. And a lot of the artists are jumping on Instagram. You have a great relationship with your fans. How important is it for you to be that close and personal with them?
Well, I think your fans, they support you in a way where it feels like family. I have a beautiful fan base, and I feel like just for people to be for me for so long and supporting me for over 25 years is such a blessing. So I'm glad that I'm able to connect with them a little bit more personal than when I first started in this business. And I think that's a great thing. And I've just been shown so much love. So you can't ever get tired of love.
And we've seen a lot of the artists. I'm sure you've been checking out some of the versus challenges, battles.
I have. I checked out the Babyface and Teddy Riley one. I love that one.
Could you pick a winner? Who do you think won that one?
Well, I'm going to go with Babyface.
Of course, he wrote some of your...
Babyface, but Teddy Riley, you can't compare. I mean, they're both musical geniuses, so I can't compare. But I'm just a little bit biased with Face because I did a song with Face, and I've been around Face, and I know him. So,
of course.
Yeah.
And this Saturday night, we're going to see Erica and Jill Scott.
I know.
I'm so excited.
I am very excited about that one as well. Oh my God.
Can you even pick a winner, do you think? Who are you leaning towards?
I can't. I don't even look at it for who should win. I'm just looking at it because these are two amazing queens that are just such pioneers in this game. I just want to hear their music. I want to hear them go back and forth with their music, and I hope we can just celebrate them both. I
mean, you have an amazing catalog yourself. Is that something that you would consider doing? I'm sure you've had a phone call. I'm
not opposed to it. I'm open to it, even though I'm not a competitive person, and I would never want to, put my music against someone else's. I would love to see what it would be like. I'm open to it.
I feel like you've had the call already, and you actually know who you're ready to go against.
I know who people want me to go against.
We all know who people want me to go against.
That's my fault though. It's completely, it's all my fault. I mean, I the boy is mine. I mean, come on. I went out and I asked for Monica to be a part of that song. So, I mean, it's on me at the end of the day. If I'd never got her on the song, we wouldn't be here. So
okay.
I totally understand.
So if Monica's down, you're down though, surely.
I'm open to it, absolutely.
I love that. Also, last year we were getting whispers that you and Ray were talking about doing an album together.
Yes, I mean that's still a dream of mine. I'm just waiting on Ray J. Honestly, I'm waiting on him.
Yeah. Hurry up, Ray.
I know. I'm definitely open to it. I think we both want to just get ourselves back out there in music and connect just individually first. But I mean, that's my brother. He's gonna forever be my brother. So I'm just, like I said, for the right time, it'll happen.
Do we know when this album is dropping?
I don't want to say a date, but I can definitely say summer 2020 for sure.
And do you have a title?
B7.
B7. I love that, man.
This is my 7th album.
And do you know when you'll be in the UK again? Do we even know? Does anybody know when anything's gonna happen?
I don't know when I'm gonna be down the street, But I love the UK. I pray that this whole thing, dies down and I can meet with you guys again. I just love it over there. I love it in the UK. I would live there if I could.
Oh, thank you so much. Would you like to introduce your new record for us?
Yes, this is Brandy, myself, featuring Chance the Rapper. It's called Baby Mama. I hope you guys enjoy. R&B.
So there you go, that was the brand spanking new one from Brandy featuring Chance the Rapper, produced by Hit Boy. That is called Baby Mama. And before this one, you heard my conversation with Brandy. So there you go, Brandy's on it. Is Monica? I'd love to see Brandy versus Monica in the versus battle. Who would take it? And Brandy said it herself, it all started with this record. Here's The Boy Is Mine, Ace on One Extra, everything R&B.